against them, but to get the outright title, undefeated in the league season, how good was that?
It really is special, and again, I've said it, Alex Kappa just said it, the number one goal we set each and every year is to win our conference championship. That's the one tangible goal that we know is determined on the field of play. And this program is at that point where every year that is not only a goal, but we believe a very realistic goal. And so to go through the conference, and this is not an easy conference, not easy because of the level of competition, not easy because of the distances that we travel, not easy because you play teams twice, all of that, to go through it undefeated and to enter our last game, which now, strangely enough, is a conference opponent, but in a non-conference setting, and have a championship in our back pocket. Again, it's very satisfying, very proud of our players. This group, as I've said so many times, has done everything that we've asked of them from day one. They went to work last January, not satisfied with being 8-2 and conference runner-up after in 2014. They wanted to one-up that in terms of winning the championship, and now we sit here with a championship and on the verge of some realistic playoff possibilities. So the credit goes to these players that have worked so doggone hard, and through it from January to now, and the hours upon hours that they have put in the weight room, on the practice field, in the film room, you name it. Again, this championship is a testament to their work ethic.
Obviously, the conference title of the way, but it's a big one on Saturday, fighting to get the playoffs. The Western also a team, the chance, opportunity to go to the playoffs. So two teams fighting for to get into the postseason. This
game will have everything you're looking for in a college football game. The two best teams, obviously, in the GNAC in 2015, both with hopes of continuing to play beyond Saturday, both regionally ranked. Ourselves in the third spot this week, and Western Oregon remained at number 10. And obviously you're going to have the elements. It's a grass field that this is the third consecutive week that Western Oregon has been at home. Both the other two games were played in rainy conditions, so the field is not going to be in pristine shape by any means. It's going to be old school football, old time football, and the players are going to get muddy on this one, and that's something that we're looking forward to.
Facing league opponents for the second time this season, you guys, the end result have made it look good and easy, but how difficult is it facing the opponent for the second time, and do you see making adjustments after watching them at the beginning of the season and on video?
Both teams will have made adjustments. It's strange. When we played Azusa the second time, there were only, I think, 3 weeks between game 1 and game 2. With the Western Oregon here, it's the first game of the season and now the last game of the season, so 10 weeks in between where we played them before. So obviously both teams have dealt with the rigors of a season. Injuries have changed depth charts, and each team has improved, and I think improved significantly. We certainly have, I believe, and you look at Western Oregon, and they clearly have. Winners of 6 consecutive games right now, including a huge win over North Alabama, a team that was ranked in the top 10 at that point. A great win for Western Oregon and a big win for our conference in terms of the national awareness of the level of ball that we play here in the GNAC. So again, there's certainly changes on both sides of the ball, all 3 phases actually. You have some depth charts changes from week 1 to week 10, week 11. But again, it's who can get it done during the 60 minutes of play come Saturday, and that's certainly our task right now, to go into a very difficult environment in weather that we've yet to play in, okay, against a very good football team, and find a way to get another win.
When you have wet field conditions, a grass field, does it impact the team more of the running game over the passing game?
Well, again, there's 90% chance of rain on Saturday, so that right there tells you the pass game is going to be impacted by the weather. There's supposed to be 15-mile-per-hour winds as well. Looking at film the last few weeks of Western Oregon, they've played in similar conditions up there the last 2 weeks. It is, it's mid-November in the Northwest, and having grown up in that part of the country, I know what that's all about. I've played many games and coached many games in these type of conditions, but many of our players have not. And so we're going to certainly try to do the best we can to simulate wet conditions in practice with a wet ball and such this week. But I think both teams will have to wait and see what impact the conditions have on on what you try to do offensively, primarily offensively, but the footing and everything else. So again, both teams on the same surface. You know, it is what it is, and just go play.